Yeah, hi. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, Dan. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, like,
So did you get the 100 back, right?
are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. I have like prepared a few PPTs for training, and so basically today I will give the basic. What is the background of SOAPUI and what are the protocols we have to test? Okay, and what is the SOAPUI basically? Okay. So as we know that what is a SOAPUI? SOAPUI like is the API, okay, API test automation, and it is like a designed or developed by SmartBeer, and we
Yeah,
can.
just 1 second, RajKumar. We're sitting in the library. It looks like we need to change our room. Just give me a couple minutes, just 2 minutes.
Yeah. So as we know that this tool is developed by SmartBeer in 2011, and it is a cross-platform desktop-based application testing and leading the automation for inspecting, invoking, as well as monitoring from mocking that web services. And basically, like by using SOAPUI tool, we can achieve few load testing, API testing, security testing. So and which supports like all the standard protocols. So any idea about the protocols and technologies? So protocols means as we know that HTTP protocol, FTP protocol. So FTP protocol is a file transfer protocol. HTTP is like internet based protocol. So which will support all the protocols. And here there is a why like the way why we need a SOAPUI. Okay, so I'll come back later this thing. And what are the features? Okay, what are the feature it has? So widely cover the functional aspect of web services and which will support. The tool will support HTTP protocol and HTTPS protocol, JSM protocols. Okay, and also support SOAP protocol and also support SOAP protocol. SOAP protocol is simple object, okay, simple object protocol and RESTful services. And here
Okay,
what, yeah,
Raj, because you know what, we don't understand what's a web services, why we need to, like, what, because I don't have no idea what's a web service, why we need these web
yes,
services.
yes, yeah, I will do that. Yeah, okay, and
Okay.
yeah. So then this is about the tool, and just have a look on that. And there will be another PPT. I will cover those things. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
basically like if I open a notepad, so as we know, functional testing, correct? So and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
automation testing, like web application. So we will do on Selenium. That this part you know that. Okay. So here the thing is like coming to the web services. Web services is like a different thing. It's a very different thing. Here you have UI and you will automate the UI automation, and that every page action will be performed, and it will be screenshot or something, navigations all recorded, whatever thing. But coming to here for web services, there is no UI. Okay, it is a backend service. Okay, it is a backend service. Why it is a backend service? We'll see that. Okay, so first part is, as you know, you didn't see we will not see any UI operations. It is a web service. It is a backend service. Okay. Second thing. So the thing is like as these days, like as we know, Amazon and Flipkart, Amazon and Flipkart e-commerce sites, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So here the thing is, uh, there will be a payment gateway. What is mean by payment gateway here? So I went to Amazon or Flipkart and I logged into that. Okay, and I like I I added some items onto my cart and I have to what I have to do?
Okay.
Yes, I have to like go to the payment gateway. Okay, so no, without login also we can go. So here I have to add cards. So now I want to place the order. So okay, so here the payment gateway is come up. Like I will give my number. Let's see that, and
What is this number?
no phone number. That's it. Yeah,
Okay. So
my
you are logging.
yeah my login.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now yes, now I will continue. Now here the thing is like uh, the payment gateway will start here. So the payment methods is not at all a part of, it is not owned by the Flipkart. It is a third party service. The third party service acquired a Flipkart. Same thing, the third party service acquired are using a Amazon. So this mechanism, so handling the banking third party payments are not defined for the particular application. So this is the third party payment. So suppose if I go to this net banking, okay, so this is a net banking third party service. So what we need to do is we need to select the uh, particular bank and continue, and we need to provide the authentication. So it is redirecting, definitely it is redirecting. So it is redirecting to the
The
particular
bank.
bank, and also evaluate that suppose if I make a just 1 second, uh, I will delete this on my how to delete, yeah, yes. So yeah, so here there is a like I want to purchase my items to using my new credit card. Okay, so I need to be fill this form, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So after filling this form, the data will transfer to the particular bank. Whether this credit card details are valid, then it will process. So this data transferred will done by the protocols. It can be SOAP protocol, it can be REST protocol. Here the web services are interacting to one application to other application. So here is a Flipkart is a one of the application, and it is not owned by the payment gateway. It is a service. Payment gateway is a service which is developed by third party persons. Okay, and which is intermediate between the banking and as well as Flipkarts. So this particular stuff should be very much like secured. So secured. So security things first the come with the SOAP protocol only. Mostly we will use that SOAP protocol for security purpose, because we have some security stuff as well as we have some structured data which will not hack by using the transferring the your data to one application to the another application. Clear? So the real time
Mm-hmm.
example here, and suppose I will show you that just 1 second, if the diagram is available or not, I'll check this. Okay. Okay, no. And there is a web services uh, U UDD registry. Okay, so this is we will discuss this technologies like keywords later on. So just I will introduce one of the UDDI. So what is the UDDI is? It is a XML based standard for describing and publishing finding your web services. So this UDDI has, like, suppose I have the web services, I will publish my web services to this centralized UDD. Okay, so all the bankers or all the who design the web services, which can be used for multiple, like Flipkart, Amazon, as well as other social networks, sorry, other commercial networks. So those type of services are published in this UDD. Based on the security, all the verification will be done. There must be secured. Okay, so they will publish this, they will register that all the services and metadata, and which point to the visuals. So what is the here metadata is, suppose if there is a service
Said
here,
you,
come again.
hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, when you said they publish UDD service or thing, right? I don't. Amazon wants to secure transaction, so they
Sorry, your voice is breaking. Your voice is
UDD
breaking.
exactly.
Yeah, your voice is breaking actually. So let me your question is like I will repeat that if I understand, and I don't know exactly. So you are saying that every site has some security things. How did you, it will achieve that if they are registered in UDDI, correct?
So they need to register for UDD, right? For
Yes.
security purpose.
Correct. So not, yeah. So there is a centralized repository. Let's treat it as that. This one, universal description, discovery, and integration. So it has some standard set of rules. So based on your service. So suppose there is a payment gateway. The first point is security thing. What are the algorithm you are using to data transfer while encrypting and decrypting? How much secured? So there are some standard, it has a derived standards. So suppose if you develop a one site, so if you go and register, and they will communicate, and they will have some algorithm to implement your service is up to the mark or not, they will check, then only they will register. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, so this is a like centralized repository. And just one second, I will show you one diagram. uh, yes, so this is the exact the service will happen. And yeah, see, this is a like server or service, whatever the thing, we have many diagrams. I will open this also. um, this also, different diagrams we have, no problem. So see that this diagram is sufficient. Yeah, see, the first thing, service provider. Okay, who is the service provider here? Who designed the service or
We
payment
cannot
gateway?
switch.
Yeah, we cannot specify,
Are
but
you showing the, are you showing this the screen at the server? I mean the PPT.
yes, there
Right
is
now,
this. Yeah,
right now it's in Google.
okay. Are you able to? Yeah, are you able to? It is visible to you.
1 second. Yes, now yes.
Yes, now we can see now.
So there is a like diagram like service
Right.
registry. Okay, yes, sorry. So
Mhm.
here there are three things here. One is a service provider, and another is a service consumer, and there is a service registry. The service, actually the interaction will be between the service provider and service consumer, but initially it will not like that. First is service provider. Okay, service provider, they develop their service which will be useful for across the multiple people, and they will go and register the service registry in UDDI. So when they register, the UDDI will verify all the visuals, how the service is designed and developed, and it is up to the mark or not. Okay, it is up to the mark. Then this UDDI will publish, hey, this is a, like suppose if you take HDFC, hey, HDFC payment gateway is very secure and anybody want you can use them, and it will, there will be a registry, so it will publish that UDDI stuff. So this is a, like if you treat it as a service consumer is a Flipkart, and Flipkart has a help of payment gateway, so he will directly contact to, or he will approach to the UDDI, and the UDDI people give the links, so which what type of banks you want. So these are the list of payment gateways, like services are registered with with our standard, so it will explain like that. Okay, then if the Flipkart has like agreed with the ICICI SDFC, so the service will be acquired. So once the service is acquired, the service consumer and service provider, they will directly interact. So this is a, like
Mm.
message exchanging. So basically,
So what we SDL, WSDL, I mean,
like WSDLs have, we have like a standard definition. So I will go to that. Just 1 second. So is this clear for you? The approach of this UDDI service provider consumer. Okay.
yeah, just one thing I want to make sure, for example, service consumer, either Amazon or Flipkart, so they do contract or they register for UDDI regarding the um,
Okay.
payment gate or payment process. So, and then the left side service provider, I don't know the company name, you might call some
Thank you.
or
Yes.
any
Yes.
banking, like a,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
so
They
they,
has to. Like as we
yeah,
know
they,
that. Yes. Sorry. Sorry to disturb. Continue.
yeah,
Yeah, it like it depends upon your service. It is a paid service, it is a free service also there. So if it is a paid service, the UDD has to be like take from the service provider or service consumer. It depends upon the few services are free, few services are paid. So if it is a paid services, the consumer has to be bear that, because consumer want a security thing. So definitely he will go for it. So instead of designing a new banking payment system with a set of algorithms, so he will not go, he will not do from the scratch. It is already developed, which is very much integrated. So it will, they will use that. Consumers are definitely, they will go for already used services only. Not only the other third party services, these days like like micro services are coming. Services are coming. What exactly the micro services is? Suppose we have a big model. Okay, we have a big model. Model in the sense, the big tasks are going to be developed. Okay, the developers are going to develop the big task and the very complex. So these days people are not designing like that. They are doing like small piece of like micro services. So what exactly meaning? There is a some set of steps or some set of inputs, and it will give some output. So those type of categorization is doing by the services only. Not only for outside publishing UDDI, we have the services are internal also. Okay, so UDDI register services are which is very much secured and which is very much reusable to others. So I have the one of the application in my company. So all are private APIs. These are the public APIs. Public APIs means all together can be used. It can be pub free or it can be payment. So with respect to the private means coming to the your project level. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now let's see that this is a one of the, and basically we will talk about more on coming days XML. Okay, so what is a standby XML? Extensible markup language. Okay, I will answer your question in WSDL later, end of the session I think. And see that there will be a like example here. Yes. So here there is a person data. So generally the person data will come like this. Suppose in normal way, person data is name like ABC, okay, and address ADD, and like USCA, and what is the another thing, and person first name last name. Okay, so generally you will use like first name and last name, last name. So it is a text format. Okay, the person data is in a text format because it is a text file. So I want to be stored in a XML format. So coming to the XML format, we have some notes. Okay, so like suppose there is a tags, we can say it is a with less than greater than, okay, and there is a less than greater than. So one is a open node, so this is called as a open node, and this is called as a close node. So if we have this symbol, okay, so this is open node and close node. And what is a node name? If we mention the node name, whatever may be, that is a particular node. Suppose if I say test open node and test close node, okay, test open node, test close node, okay, in between the node you can store the data. In between the node you can store the data. So this node as of now I gave the particular like test. So depends upon your what type of data or what type of data information is going to be stored, based on that particular node name will be given. So here coming to our example, here there is a person, okay, it is a person data. So my root node less than greater than, and person is my node name, and if it is a one open node there should be a closed node compulsory in between that. So this is a root node person data, and in between there must be person related information will be available in the XML. And so person has first name, so then I'm like the first name tag and the open tag, or open tag and first name close tag. So close tag will have symbol of less than within the greater than less than symbol of text. So here in between the node will keep the person first name. So now if you read that XML, root node is a person data and first node. Person first name as a Amit. Person middle name as a Singh. Person last name as a Rathi. Like that our data will be stored. Our data will be stored. So why? Because I'm like coming to like coming session or coming days, will more concentration on what is the XML, what is the input of XML, what is the output of XML. We'll talk on more those. So can anybody tell me like I want to store like a uh, like like what is that? Student information. I want to store student information. So how to like uh, how to create XML? So
Open like
yes, student,
one student inform.
yeah, student info.
Student name.
Yes,
You can close it and
yes,
student name
yes,
ID.
yes. We need to close the close tag, correct? And
Yeah, it's
then
like HTML file.
yes,
Essentially,
it's
you
like
have when you
HTML.
open it.
Yes, and if
We
I
have some idea. So we will use the tags, classes, divs, IDs.
yes, 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 student name and student name. So I will introduce one more tag. That's the reason I'm telling student name,
Okay.
uh, student name, and there will be a um, close tag
Closing.
and like that student okay, student name, student rule number, and rule number and student uh, class and father name and student last one phone number. We'll make it phone number.
ID.
Yes, good. ID, student ID, student ID. Okay, so if I give student name, what I need
And
to
so
do?
on.
Yes, I will take like a test student or like ABC one student, and there will rule number one, and there will be
Is it
class.
room or who?
Sorry, rule ROLL. Rule number like SSN, and the class name is um, like
Java.
yes, good Java, and father name is like XYZ, and ID is like I will take unique should be like 001 like James Bond. Okay, so this is a one of the student information. Okay, but I want to store multiple student.
Mm-hmm.
As of now, we develop a XML with respect to the student information and one student data is there. But I want to store
Mm-hmm.
multiple students information. So again, what we have to do is this is a entire all student information. Okay. So I will mark it as a or I will make a all yeah. There is a one more tag students students and end with students and with the student tags, and in between you can keep another student information.
Okay, sir. Mhm.
Okay, see that. Yeah, going like simple like critical like complex going onward. So this is up to here understood the thing what I have done. So this is a student information, and inside there is another tag students. So you can include n number of students within the tags, and
So
here
you're creating the object.
yes, within that, and I think here student is repeating here. Student because it is all about student information. Is I'm right? So
Right.
student information is like student name, student class, student father, student ID. So this particular thing is repeating. So we can make it a one specific name. Okay, so that is a name space in XML. Okay, what is a namespace in XML? We'll see that is a very important thing, and because we are talking coming days talking more on XMLs only. That's the reason I'm like telling more here. See that this is a naming convention. So what is a naming convention is, so when you are using prefix in the XML as a naming namespace, for the prefix must be defined. The namespace will be defined by the an attribute. Okay, attribute XMNS, XML NS, XML NS in the starting tag of the element. See this example. Let me understand and we'll apply now our example. Okay, this is my root node. Start and start. Okay, start open node root, close open node, and here this is the like naming space object, and it is a table and they mark as a H. This is a naming space. Please remember that XMLNS is a naming space colon. H is equal to this particular thing, and only later on they will write H, 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 H only. Okay. So what we will do is we will provide a one XML NS in our example here, like students. Okay, XML NS equal to
Equal to or
So you give
to
colon sorry
here, right?
colon and S ST student. Okay, and is equal to, I think is equal to, yes, V is equal to, within that it is a student. Okay.
So the name is just for
Ah,
making short name for defining the value.
exactly. So what I will do is from the next tag where it is repeating here. Okay, so what I will do is I will keep that st colon name. That means student name only, because my naming space is defined here. St is equal to student. So if I make st colon name in student name, like that I will apply the naming space of the XML. Okay, st colon rule number st colon rule number, same thing, st colon class, st colon class, st colon father name, st colon and with father name. Okay, understood this point? St colon, yep. So this is one of the student and another student as like this. I'll check the name numbers, that's it. Like testing and something number 2. So as like naming space is introduced. Yep. And one more example you want to see here also you can. Let's see anywhere. Yeah, enough. I think so. So here also the naming space. So table is a naming space. So you don't need to. It depends. It depends upon that. Making your. See, this is one more example here. Like, and one more thing I forget. This is a line we need to keep by default. So what is a line? This is a version of XML encoding your language UTF, and this is like a sheet where you are using. Suppose predefined sheets will be available. So what is a predefined sheet? I will tell you later on. Okay, so this is like one of the w3.org.199xls and transformation. So there will be some definition for that. So that will be covered the coming session. Okay, so as of now, so you by seeing your XML, okay, my naming space is most of the people does not know naming XML namespace XLS. So that XLS is repeated in your XML. Okay, yes. So now coming back to, yes, clear about the basic XML. XML is a
Yes.
can be used to data store to hold some data, and XML can be used to communicate a data between the system. So why it is web services, why it is choose XML is, okay, so the thing is, uh, suppose I will give one more example here, like example in the sense, so Flipkart, suppose Flipkart is developed by, so Flipkart is in the uh, designed by Java and some other technologies, and like payment gateway is designed by .NET. Okay, so .NET technologies, .NET and C sharp. Okay, some different language. So why I have choose this is these two languages. This language .NET and C sharp and Java are completely different platforms and different languages. Okay, so Java and other thing JavaScript which very much similar, like look like, and they can transfer the data internally. So different type of different opposite languages cannot directly interact. So we call as a like mm, we have like binaries. We need to have binaries to communicate those. So that binary will be, and XML is a common to a message exchanging between the two different application, and which it is secured, and the two programming languages are much understand or parse the data can be parsed. Suppose if I give send to that particular Java Flipkart to payment C sharp language, so okay, credit card information, so what are the data has been entered from the Flipkart by Java, so this language will read all the information, and it will send to the particular bank, and the bank, the data is available in the bank, service will return the next step. So like that the communication will be established by using the XML.
So
Yes.
can XML understand any language, programming language?
Not it will not understand the programming language. It has like some um, thing like as you asked me that WSDL. So not it is not it. So as of now we come to know XML transfer the data, but this data from where it is pushing to, and what is a service, and where is the service, which server need to be interact, so that envelope, that part is in the WSDL, that information will be in the WSDL.
Okay, I just question. Look, for example, is I understanding? I I develop one application. Yes.
Okay.
For example, I'm selling, for example, uh, laptop, and I develop one application,
Mm-hmm.
and because to develop the one banking application for my to process my payment, I don't have to do it, and I can use the Bank of America web services. Yes.
Yes, you no need to develop again those things, you can already available services you can acquire.
And I
And
can require, for example, I can choose a 4 or 5 bank of like payment web services, and I can use it. Yes.
correct, you can,
Yes,
And
and from testing point, what usually
yes,
why
yes,
we
yes,
test it, why we needed to learn, because these are already applications developed because we are using, why we
Correct.
use it, we use it testing SOAP
Maybe the
UI.
process is done or
yes.
not.
Good question. Actually, you acquired the file services. File services, we
Mhm.
have some different set of inputs. So, payment gateway of ICIC, credit card, there is some mandatory field, some optional field. Like that, every service, the inputs are different and output also different. So that how your data is going to transfer. Suppose you are now, suppose here coming to the Flipkart, this is a service. Okay. So credit card service. Suppose if I enter, I'm passing the data here and
Mhm.
so I'm entering dummy data. So what it will give? It will give the C. So you enter a valid credit card number.
Mhm.
So even then only it will pass to the next level. Suppose why? Because why it is saying that I have entered only 12 digits. No, not 12 digits. We have to
Mhm.
enter 12 digits, but I have entered some less than. So if I enter another data, so and I think one more. Yes. Now it is invalid. So this who done this verification? So this is done by like there only, but testing is required. Testing is required. And uh, suppose if I without checking here my valid credit card detail, if I send unnecessary, the service call will go to the particular bank and again the data is not valid. So whenever you entered, see that one more thing is whenever you enter the data on the service, once you complete that and the type of visa card will be evaluated. How? There will be internally services called here. Then only it will, how it will say that like please enter a valid number. There will be a starting some number is defined for the every service. So like that.
Mhm.
So this data testing and the data is going properly and coming coming whatever you expected. Suppose you enter the amount here is like 25,000, 23,000 need to be payment. Suppose if instead of 23,107, instead of it took like only 3,107, who will last here? Flipkart guys. So like that. So they has to take a transaction one, what are the details are going to be entered, and whenever it is connected to the bank, how the service is giving the like exactly properly detected or properly accountable or not, the testing will be done. Okay. Yes. So now, yeah, what is a service? Web services can be defined as a application which is does not have any UI. As I told you that web services has a engine. Okay, web services has a engine. This engine takes only that part, only the part you need to think. So don't really correlated with Selenium and web services. Selenium is different. Selenium is completely UI component. Here is a only backend. Okay,
Mhm.
and here inputs. Okay, the input of the form of the XML process to the data and provide to the output of against the particular form of the XML. So that's thing we have to remember. Send a one XML, get a result of the XML. That is a common thing to see that. Okay, so here your application using UI for the user enter the data internally generate XML and that service call will be sent. So why here is explaining that and he's telling like suppose you enter all the information valid here. Suppose if I enter all
Mhm.
the valid information, so if I say save and pay, so the data is transferred internally, generate a XML and call internally a service. So XML is generated in our system internally and it's sent to the particular web service. Then it will take the input as a XML what you have entered in that payment gateway. It will validate, and once you validated, the particular response will be sent out. So in this case, if we enter all the new credit card information is valid and click on save, the particular bank, particular there is a OTP will be generated, and if you enter the OTP, your payment confirmation will be done, and it will successfully the payment is like successfully done. So those type of transaction will be internally the XML will be handled. But from UI we cannot see that. We cannot see that XML what exactly transferring. So whatever you data you transfer, that is the primary data will be transferred. Optional data will not be transferred. And yes. So yeah, this is the web services definition language, VSDL. VSDL is a very important thing. Okay. So VSDL. What is a VSDL? When you are working with the web services, and before going to explain this one, I will show you that some images in a Google, you can get some more knowledge on VSDL. Yep. Which one is good for us? Mm, yep.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
very good.
yes. Yeah. Wisdom. Uh, One second. I'm taking. Yeah. So here, this is a particular stuff is called as a wisdom, and it is not fully. Uh, yes. Can you see that there is a XML version encoding and definition of name, and namespace is defined. Namespace is XSD, and this is service port ID, and there will be address, SOAPUI address, and the messages. Uh, One second, I will check for another one. Yes. Just now we got it. Yeah. No. Yes, Wisdom. Yeah. See that Wisdom. So what is the Wisdom? Wisdom is this thing. See that. It must be a root element all the Wisdom document. It is a root element. It defines the name of the service. It defines the name of the service and clearly multiple namespace. So in that name of the namespace, we will give the some schema. Today I will explain the schema. What is exactly the WSDL define. So here you can see that thing must be a root element all the WSDL document. It defines the name of the web services, declare the multiple name used throughout the remainder from the document and contains all the service element. So here the definition is a root tag, name, mass service, target namespace, HTML example.org.mass, and name XML namespace. It is a service. You can give short name. Here it is not defined. We can define an XML ns colon mass and equal to this service. So describe all the data type used between the client server. So this should be a mutual understanding between the service provider and service consumer. This XSD, this is a very important step. Tomorrow I will tell you XSD or WSDL. there will be a contract between the client server. What type of input client need to be passed, what type of output has to be as required the service. That definition is defined in the XML schema. Then the remaining is same. It is a message. So message is like describe message element describe one way message. It is a single message request or like a single message response. It has to be defined the name message contain number of message part of the element. Okay. And second thing is a port type. What port ID to talk the protocols. Port element will be combination of multiple elements and it can be one way or round trip. So as we know that there is a so like in Selenium, if you want to open a Google Chrome, there will be one service like some protocol. And if you know that common Tomcat installation, by default localhost will be take the port ID 808. Like that, they will define the port type. So by using the port type, which server can be interact and binding. So what is a binding? This is a very important thing, binding stuff. Your WSDL, okay, WSDL, web services. What is the definition? Web services. Sorry, one second. What is meant by WSDL? Yes, web services definition language. So though your web services definition language is describe about the specific SOAP. SOAP is a one of the protocol and a specific detail about the SOAP. What is a SOAP header? What is a SOAP header? What is a SOAP style, encoding style, how it will encode, and what is a action, what is a header? All the information will be there.
Okay, is I understanding SOAP is mean like protocol now?
Yes, one of the protocol. So
Okay.
WSDL is a like one envelope. Inside that will specify that one of the protocol we derived and in the protocol will communicate to the service.
Sure. Is I understanding web service, MS web browser can interact, can talk with a web server is HTTP protocol, yes?
Correct.
And SOAP protocol can use it by web services, communicate in other web services. Am I right?
Here, one thing I can clarify here, both SOAP and SOAP and REST protocols. As we know, we have two type of protocol which will work on top of a HTTP protocol only, which means
Oh,
on top of the HTTP protocol, this protocol will be sent to the particular service.
service, okay.
Okay.
So there is the two, like the protocol. One of them you're saying HTTP protocol, which is working with the server. Another one is SOAP protocol working with the web service.
Not like that. Suppose your application is on the HTTP protocol, internet protocol. So this WSDL will carry all the information about SOAP protocol, and this in WSDL will go to the other services on top of HTTPS.
Okay. It will run on top of HTTP protocol.
Yes.
Because we need in contact to talk to application to web services.
Exactly. On top of means it will carry HTTP protocol only carry the information about the SOAP and REST.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the service elements are defined the address where it has to be service specific. What is the URL? All the information will be sent. Okay. And let's see that what is next. Oh yeah. And yeah, two type of services we have. Web services protocol, SOAP and REST. Okay, one is the conventional and it is a heavy we use for VSDL, and it is for VDL. A new technology is a very lightweighted, and here one more point, we'll use a XML, and here we'll use a JSON. Java notation language something. Okay, so it is a very free lightweighted, very lightweighted JavaScript annotation. Okay, yeah, and so again, SOAPUI simple is a it is a complete cycle. It is explaining automation tool for web services, functional and load. We can have functional load and generate XML behalf of your input data and send to the service engine. It will receive the data coming from the service, and it will validate the data and generate the report as well as. Okay, so what exactly the thing is, by functional testing will done, will generate a, XML BFF while providing the data inputs. So the XML carried out to the service will fetch that data evolution, and the data related information is available, again generate the XML, send back to the particular service or client.
Mhm.
And yeah, so coming to our workflow of SOAPUI, so we'll create a SOAPUI project, we'll create a test suite. Under the test suite, sorry, under the test project, we have a test suites, and we'll create a, under the test suite, we have a test case. Under the test cases, we have test steps. These are the workflow of our SOAPUI. Okay,
Mhm.
and let's see one
So
more.
what is it? What is SOAPUI? Why they call SOAPUI?
It is a tool. SOAPUI is a tool. SOAPUI is a tool.
Mm,
SOAP is a protocol, SOAPUI is a tool, because it is handling like some a tool which has some UI interactions. Suppose purely we can test purely by using XML, but with the help of XML, there is a SOAPUI is a application. So I will show you that SOAPUI is a tool. So UI is a smart beer application, smart beer. So they developer for testing for SOAP protocol, REST protocol. So this is a tool name. It is developed by smart beer. Okay, and this SOAPUI will handle like SOAPUI functional testing for a SOAP and REST API testing. REST API and SOAP protocol and REST protocol are SOAP API or REST API. SOAP UI is a tool. SOAP UI is a tool. So you can download this tool as a trial version NG Pro. Okay, click on the link and fill the detail and get a trial license for 15 days. We have free version, but I will tell you that paid version. So we have like license like 15 days we can change. And because uh, trial version we don't have like programming to develop that, it is only for UI. For if you use trial version, you can do some groovy coding, and it is a very good tool. Okay, yes, and just a second, third PPT will be there. Let's see that what exactly, maybe some PPT will be repeated. So as we understand that client server and internet, there will be a cloud internet, and request message will send from the client, the response will come. And there will be two type of protocols. We have RESTful APIs, SOAP APIs. And what is the REST? It's a giving thing is ID, a link things together, and standard methods, and resource can be multiple representation, communication is independently. And what is the definition of REST? Representation of. So There is a one interview question directly. What is the difference between REST and
And
SOAP?
so,
Please do not tell SOAP is a protocol. REST is not a protocol. People will give that REST protocol. It is not a protocol. It is a representation of state transfer. That's the reason we call as a lightweight. It is like it is a state transfer. What is a state transfer? Representation, information,
But
and
it's not protocol. Yes.
so
SOAP is a
what
very
is
much protocol. So yeah, different is protocols means we have some specific rules which should be followed,
Mm-hmm.
but rest does not. It is lightweight. You can send optional values also. Yeah, let's see that we coming these coming days. So and see, SOAP protocol, simple object access protocol, used SD WSDL description, and it is a SOAP approach and protocols and standards. They should SOAP API means it should follow that some rules and standards. Work with the operations. Okay. Yep. And same thing that
so what is protocol? I have some like I didn't get the protocol. What is that protocol?
see yeah, by seeing the diagram I will tell you that. Maybe
Okay.
user interface, that means our application. You got that? User application means there is a login screen. Let us assume that.
Okay.
Okay. So you enter the data and internally some it can be pass the message to direct to service and service is respond. Correct? There is a
Yep.
no verification what are the inputs are you send to the service. If it is a non-mandatory, mandatory, blank or irrespective of anything, it will not validate your message, your information as XML. Okay. So but coming to SOAP, if you send that some client send the SOAP request, internally it will go to the WSDL page. The WSDL will verify the information is valid, then it sent to the service and the service will respond. Okay, so proxy will invoke while sending your request. So you send the request, there will be intermediate listener and the service will be validated by WSDL. Your WSDL file and your data is both are properly matched, then service like the SOAP request to send to the web services. The web services it validate and it send the response. So this particular stuff will be extra. So this stuff will be a SOAP standard protocol. Protocol is sync rules. Hey, my username should be my credit card detail should be 16 digit. Whether it is 16 digit or not, who will validate? This WSDL will validate. So as I told you that in the WSDL there will be one XSD XML schema that is will be take care about your information. I will tell you that, no problem. Okay. Yes. And yeah, what type of methods, request methods? So these are the five. We have, I think, few more, but primarily the five. Put is a create. So you want to create a record. Okay, you want to suppose you want there is a. I will tell you here. I will correlated from UI and HTTP protocol. Okay, so there is a application create a customer, new customer. So that time the HTTP put protocol will be invoked. Put is creating a new record in the database, new entry into the new, like create a user, create a customer information, create a things. Okay, and get HTTP get method already student in like we have created 10 users and I want to get those to 10. How many users list available the particular thing, and how many products on the like iPhones. What are the I want to get all the iPhone versions. So it is available in your site. Just you are fetching the data based on your query and update. Suppose you want to update like a customer in address, phone number. So we will use the HTTP post protocol. And delete means you want to delete any operation, delete the record, delete the particular item information. So by using the API, HTTP delete will use. Okay. Yeah, and response correction. Suppose as you tell what type of what testing will perform. So this is a one of the response correctness. You send that you send a XML and you are getting the response. My data is validate. My data is type is correct. Order is correct, and it is completely came from the service. So these are the testing things. Respond testing. So after the services respond to the client, client need to be verified. Data is came properly. Type of data, like the phone number is correct format. Order. So how you design the order and complete information without any missing things.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So I will stop here today and we'll
Sure.
continue like tomorrow.
And we will have class on Monday.
We have class on
On Monday.
Monday,
Uh,
10th.
Monday, I think, yeah, because let me
Yeah,
go,
right.
but let me go one more time. We can watch or rewatch this video. We can understand, and we can have class on Monday. And end of the next week, we can start also Selenium because we can talk on Monday.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Definitely.
It's okay. We can talk on Monday. We can